Look what we have here. It's the new 2025 Ford Expedition, and this is the new Tremor trim, which is brand new for 2025. They have it in a giant sign right here. All sorts of interesting off-roady things. It's just like the Tremor from the F-150 and the F-250, and now it's been expeditionified. A couple of cool things here on the front. This is off-road lighting installed from the factory, controlled from inside the cab. It is technically for off-road use only, but if someone used it on, a rural road late at night, you could probably get away with that. Inside, all sorts of new designs here. Let's look up here. So this big screen, this is part of the new Ford digital experience, and they say, it's right there at the bottom of the windscreen, so you don't have to look through the steering wheel to see all the stuff on the dash cluster there. So you've got, your speed and information, and shows some map stuff there, and then you have another big screen down here. So this is pretty cool that you've got all that. This was actually first seen in the Lincoln Nautilus, and now it's expanding to the rest of the lineup. So you still have the controls here for the park, reverse, neutral, blah, blah, blah. A giant bin here. That's so you can charge your phone, places to plug in, all kinds of stuff. Then this actually slides to create more room and more storage. And here's actually a locking, a place that you could put things that you want to keep secure, whatever those might be. Let you use your imagination there. So all of this is digital. You got a couple of hard buttons down here for turning on the auto start stop, things like that. And then you've got all of the HVAC controls. And then this is actually running the latest sort of Ford Google system. And so you can actually use Google Maps as built in, all that stuff. And it's got Google Assistant, all kinds of things. And then you can scroll through this. It does have wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as Alexa integration, and it even supports things like YouTube. So you could actually fire this up, and you could be sitting in here waiting for the kids' soccer game to finish or something, and watch some videos, and it'll play through the stereo and everything. And then you do have the Google Play Store as well, and so you can go download other apps like Spotify and games and WebEx if you want to do meetings, things like that. So big digital screens, big digital screen up there. New sort of interesting steering wheel here. This is a new design. It does support BlueCruise, and there's the sensors for it. That's the hands-off driving feature. But this is actually a really good looking car. And so let's dive through it a little bit more here. This also is really cool. I like this feature, this big sliding thing. And so that can slide back, and then the people in the backseat can use those cup holders, and then you get access to this storage area that they've filled with, again, that storage case for keeping things secure. You also have all kinds of ambient lighting, and you can control that through the stereo and everything. And then you got some other colors here on the side. One of the neat things about the wheel here is that the yellow that's marked there that's where the valve stem is for tires, or for the adding and removing air if you're going off-roading. Here in the back, this is a little familiar. You've got, the big seats, and you got giant panoramic roof. That had been in the existing vehicles. But then they also have this thing. Actually, let me show you that on a different one, because they actually have a cool demo with that. Back here, you have this, and it does have all of the fancy tech features for doing towing and things. So you can put your sticker on the towing, and then you can use a knob inside the cab to actually back up the truck, and makes it so much easier to back up and tow. And for someone driving a vehicle like this, it does have a maximum tow rating of 9,600 pounds and 7,000 pounds if you don't want to use the load bar, which is pretty impressive. And for most people buying this vehicle, that's all they're ever going to need. But it does have all the tech, because someone buying this is not going to tow that often. Maybe just like tow a boat to the lake and then put it in, and so they end up doing it twice a year or something. So it's certainly able to do that. So that is the Tremor. I'm going to come over here and see this white one. This is the King Ranch. And so I'll just show you the different versions. So you got these bronze wheels, really pretty, and then you got the King Ranch logo right there. So that looks pretty good. on the front. I really like this white, actually, with the bronze accents. Very pretty. Inside, typical King Ranch if you're used to what it looks like from an F-150, something like that. And let's walk down here, get out of the other guy's way. We have another trim here. This is a stealth blackout sort of package, and this one looks really good, actually. The lighting in here is not the best, but this has these sort of black wheels, black Ford logo, black Expedition badging. It looks really good. This is probably, you know, gonna be the livery trim or something, right? Inside, this is actually a platinum. These are on the back. So there's the platinum, but it's got the stealth edition on it. And let's go over here. And this has some of the cool stuff in it. So this is the design version. And my favorite stuff is here at the back. So I can go in here and I can press this. That opens up, and we have now, for the first time, a split tailgate. So this can drop down, and it's a power split tailgate. So it's just like a little bit of Range Rover has come here to join everyone. So this part is really cool. This, you can actually sit here and sit on the tailgate and have, you know, a little thing to lean back and sit against. So when you're at the kids' soccer game or something, you can check that out. And then this, this thing can actually flip up and become a little table here in the back, so you can sort of split your cargo. And then these things, when you flip this over, these act as little feet, and it can hold itself up, and so it acts as sort of like a snack tray, and you can put your drinks and your food. And so when you're at the kids' football game, you can put all that up there and, you know, put a nice little spread out. You of course have the controls for the folding seats and everything, and then perhaps my favorite part is this right here. That can power fold itself up, and then it keeps all your stuff from rolling away. So this is a huge design, basically brought over from the Range Rover. And actually, this little seating area thing reminds me a bit of the crazy luxury seats in the in the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. So this is basically bringing features from a Range Rover and a Rolls-Royce to the masses. But this is really cool, and this is going to be what folks are really excited about with this car. And then you press this. No, wait, where is it? There it is. You press this, and that goes and closes right up. Not too bad. And let me just show you one more bit around the front here. Show you what it looks like. This has got, I think, 24-inch wheels. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But Expedition from Ford looks great. And this will be in dealership soon. Let me know your questions in the comments.